Hello, and I, Yin Chu. Welcome to the Element of Surprise. Today is April the 25th, 2023. Thank you very much for joining me. Today's boxed in term is mark. Mark. And mark is defined as I want to use the definition to make note of, it says in writing, jot, and to indicate by a mark or a symbol. Mark. And I've been talking about the term mark for several weeks now. Several weeks. And I'm not really sure why. Only God knows. He knows. I don't know why. But I used the example. I used an example one day. I said that other people usually put a mark when you, let me explain it like this. I've heard back in the day, I've heard people say, well, this is a mark against a person. This is a mark against him, or this is a mark against her. And when you think of the term, in my opinion, when you think of the term mark, you think of like a teacher. You think of a teacher. And I can recall, I believe it was called, the third marking period or fourth marking period. It was something that they used back in the day. Or the third marking term or the fourth marking term. It was something that they used back in the day a long time ago. I don't know if they still use it. I have no idea. I was going to go and, get my girls' report cards from elementary school, and I said, no, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to leave it alone. I don't want it to just, start adding a whole lot of different things. But just think about it. The end of the marking period or the end of the marking term. And I thought about the term mark. And like I said, I've been talking about this word for a very long time, several weeks now. Several weeks. Because some people, they already jot down a mark against you and they don't even know you. They don't even know you. And it's because of maybe a person's grievance or grievances and insecurities. Because I continue to tell my girls, you don't start out with a mark. There's no mark against you. None. Not at all. And what the enemy, what he tries to do is he tries to have you think that there's a mark against you already. No. No. You need to go into whatever situation it is, saying, I'm coming in, or I'm going to go into this situation with a blank sheet or as a blank sheet. Meaning I have no marks against me. None. Or if you want to look at it like a blank piece of paper, I have no marks against me. None. Because it says that you have to, it's like a symbol or a mark. In writing, you jot down a mark. You need to go into life, or you need to approach life saying, I don't have a mark against me. No. Not on my paper. I don't see a mark. Now, the real world view is someone has already said, well, you know what? There's a mark against her. I have a mark against her. Or I have a mark against him. I'm already going to give this person a mark. Without even conversing with you, or even getting to know you, they're already jot down a mark. The person jot down a mark. Mark. So today's term is mark. And I was going to title my boxed in segment, The Mark. The Mark. The mark. Because there are several connotations to the term mark, and especially in the Word of God. In the Word of God, because you have to have boundaries. Some people, they don't like boundaries. I like boundaries. I like boundaries. And we live in a world where there are marks everywhere. Everywhere. There are marks everywhere. Think about just driving. What if you didn't have markers? What if they didn't do the striping for the lanes? It's a mark or symbol or indication, because I'm already getting excited. I'm sorry. Indication to let you know, stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your lane, stay in your lane. It's an indication. And it's not even verbalized. It's not even audible. No, it's just a mark. And it's telling you to stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. So sometimes a mark or marks, because I'm going to use the term mark in the plural as well, it's an indication to say stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And a mark is an indication as well to let you know it's a warning as well. A mark is a warning as well. And I'm going to actually put it in the context of the Word of God. The mark. The mark. But I want to encourage you and to let you know you don't have to go into a situation with a mark against you already. No. Not at all. Not at all. No. You allow the other person that said, I'm going to give this person a mark. You allow them to erase the mark. You cause them to erase the mark. Because it's an imaginary mark. It's a preconceived mark. It's a misconception mark. Now it's that person's responsibility to erase the mark. Because you went in to whatever, the meeting, the classroom, your family, whatever situation, with a blank page, blank, a blank sheet of paper, blank. Hold on.